A long time ago, there lived a king in a faraway land. He had 3 daughters. Every morning, the king would take his daughters for a walk in the forest. One day, a big black cloud appeared in the sky. The cloud said to the king, "King, give me your eldest daughter or I will take the sun." The king refused, so the cloud made the sun disappear. The next morning, when they went for a walk in the forest again, the same black cloud came again. This time it said, "If you don't give me your middle daughter who looks like a fish, I will take the moon as well." The king refused again, so the cloud made the moon disappear as well. On the third day, the cloud came again and said, "King, give me your youngest daughter or I will take away all the stars from the sky." The king refused again, so the cloud took away all the stars as well. Now the whole world was plunged into darkness. One day a prince was going towards the fields with his younger brother. On the way, he said, "If the king gives me half the kingdom and his youngest daughter, I can bring back the sun, moon, and stars." When the king heard this, he immediately summoned the prince. He said, "If you can accomplish this task, I will give you my daughter and half my kingdom. But if you fail, you will be severely punished." The prince borrowed a strong sword from the king and set out on his journey. On the way, he came across a silver bridge. He pierced the bridge with his sword, buried it, and hid beneath it. Just then a dragon riding a horse arrived, and its horse collided with the sword. The dragon was very arrogant, challenged the prince to a fight. A fierce battle ensued. The prince bravely cut off 2 of the dragon's heads. The dragon said, "Leave my last head, and I will give you back the stars." The prince took out stars from under the dragon's saddle and cut off the dragon's last head as well. Then the prince advanced further and reached a diamond bridge. As before, he pierced the bridge with his sword and hid beneath it. A little while later, another dragon with many heads arrived. His horse was struck by the sword again. The dragon became enraged and challenged the prince to a fight. A fierce battle ensued between the two. The prince bravely cut off 6 of the dragon's heads. The dragon begged for mercy, saying, "Leave my last head, and I will give you back the moon." The prince removed the moon from the saddle of his horse and then cut off the dragon's last head as well. After this, he moved forward and encountered a 12-headed dragon. A little further on, they found another man crying. The prince asked, "Why are you crying?" He replied, "I'm crying because if I take one step, I can cross the whole world, but I can't." The prince took him along with him. They all reached the dwarf's house, but the dwarf wasn't there. The first man said, "I'll see where he is." He opened his eyes, looked far away, and said, he's sitting on a willow tree in the middle of the sea." The prince said to the second man, "Catch him." The man went in one step and grabbed the dwarf by his beard. The prince took back the sun, moon, and stars from the dwarf and threw them into the sky. Immediately, the entire sky was filled with light again. After returning to his kingdom, the king married his 3 daughters to 3 brave young men.